In this class, you are going to learn about another three-dimensional figure, sphere. In the previous classes, you have seen that when a rectangular sheet is revolved about any of its sides, a right circular cylinder is formed. And if a right angle triangular sheet is revolved about any of its sides other than the hypotenuse, a right circular cone is formed. Here we can see how a sphere can be formed. When a circular sheet is revolved about any of its diameters, a three-dimensional figure or sphere is formed. So here we can see, let us consider a circle with the center O and radius R. When it is revolved about any of its diameters, suppose we consider this diameter, when it is revolved, a three-dimensional figure is formed, and that figure is known as a sphere. In this case, it is a hollow sphere. It is a circle is revolved and a hollow sphere is formed. And if a circular sheet is revolved about its diameter, then a solid figure, a solid sphere is formed. If it is a circular sheet, when it is revolved, a solid sphere is formed. So, how can we define a sphere? Sphere is a three-dimensional figure made up of all points at a constant distance from a fixed point. So, all the points from a fixed point at a constant distance. The fixed point is called the center of the sphere and the constant distance is called the radius of the sphere. Now, how can we find out the surface area and volume of a sphere? We know that a sphere has only one surface, it is a curved surface, so there is nothing like a curved surface area or total surface area. We have to only find out the surface area. So surface area of a sphere with radius r is equal to 4 times the area of a circle with radius r. So that is equal to 4 into pi r square. 4 pi r square is the surface area of a sphere with radius r. Now, volume of a sphere with radius r is equal to 4 times the volume of a right circular cone with the same radius and height. That is equal to 4 into 1 by 3 pi r square, 1 by 3 pi r square into h. Here the height is also same as the radius. That means r square into r, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Therefore, the surface area of a sphere is equal to 4 pi r square and the volume of a sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. A solid enclosed between two concentric spheres is called a spherical shell. So here we have the inner sphere with radius small r and the outer sphere with radius capital R. So the solid enclosed between these two spheres, it is a spherical shell. So the thickness of this spherical shell can be obtained by subtracting the capital R minus small r. So thickness of the shell. Thickness is equal to r minus r and the volume of this spherical shell is equal to 4 by 3 outer volume of the outer sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube minus volume of the inner sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi small r cube, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi into r cube minus r cube. When we divide a sphere into two equal parts through its center, each part is known as a hemisphere. So it is a hemisphere with radius r. This hemisphere has two surfaces, one curved surface and a plain circular surface. So the curved surface area of this hemisphere is equal to half of surface area of the sphere, that is 2 pi r square, because the surface area of the total sphere is 4 pi r square, so half of that is 2 pi r square, that is the curved surface area. Now, total surface area of the hemisphere is equal to 2 pi r square. Curved surface area 2 pi r square plus area of the circle, that is equal to pi r square that is equal to 3 pi r square. So that is the total surface area of the hemisphere. Now volume of the hemisphere. Volume is equal to half of the volume of the sphere, that is 1 by 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now a solid between two concentric hemispheres is called a hemispherical shell. So it is a hemispherical shell, two concentric hemispheres. One is with the radius small r, another one is with the radius big R. This shaded portion is the hemispherical shell. The thickness of this shell can be obtained by r minus r. Thickness is equal to radius of the outer hemisphere minus radius of the inner hemisphere, r minus r. Now it has got three surfaces. One is in outer curved surface, another one is inner curved surface, and a plane surface. The plane surface is an area between two concentric circles. So outer curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r square inner curved surface area. Inner curved surface area is equal to 2 pi small r square. Now total surface area is equal to area of all the three surfaces, that is outer curved surface area, inner curved surface area, and the plane area, that is 2 pi capital R square plus 2 pi small r square plus the area of the portion between two concentric circles, that is equal to pi into r square minus r square. So this is the total surface area of the hemispherical shell. Now volume. Volume is equal to 2 by 3 pi outer volume minus inner volume. 2 by 3 pi r cube. This is outer volume minus inner volume, that is 2 by 3 pi small r cube, that is equal to 2 by 3 pi into r cube minus small r cube. Now exercise 17.3, question number 7. A hemispherical brass bowl has inner diameter 10.5 cm. Find the cost of tin plating it on the inside at the rate of rupees 16 per 100 meter square. So the inner diameter of a hemispherical brass bowl is given. This is the form of a hemispherical shell. So we have to template it on the inside. That means we have to find out the inner curved surface area. We have to use the formula for inner curved surface area of the hemispherical shell. So it is given the diameter of the brass bowl or diameter of the bowl is equal to 10.5 centimeter. That means radius is equal to 10.5 divided by 2, that is equal to 5.25 centimeter. Now we can apply the formula for finding out the inner curved surface area. Inner curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r square, that is equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into 5.25 into 5.25, that is equal to 44 by 7 into 27.5625, that is equal to 1212.75 divided by 7, that is equal to 173.25 centimeter square. So now we have obtained the area to be tin plated. Now we have to find out the cost of tin plating. So it is given that the cost of tin plating for 100 centimeter square, that is equal to rupees 16. So first of all we can write cost of tin plating 100 centimeter square of area is equal to rupees 16. This is what it is given. Now cost of tin plating 1 centimeter square of area we can find is equal to rupees 16 by 100. Now cost of tin plating, the area we have obtained, that is 173.25. That is the area of the bowl which we need to tin plate. That is 173.25 centimeter square of area. That is equal to rupees 16 by 100 into 173.25. So by calculating it, we will get rupees 27.72. That is the cost of tin plating 173.25 centimeter square of area. Now question number 9. A sphere and a cube have the same surface. Show that the ratio of the volume of the sphere to that of the cube is √6:√pi. So here let us take the radius of the sphere be r. Let the radius of sphere be r and the side of the cube be a. It is given that their surface areas are equal. That means 4 pi, we can write surface area of sphere is equal to surface area of cube. That is surface area of sphere, that is 4 pi r square is equal to surface area of cube, that is equal to 6a square. Now let us let 4 pi r square equal to 6a square equal to x. Now from the first two we can find out the value of r from 4 pi r square and x. So 4 pi r square equal to x implies r square is equal to x by 4 pi. R is equal to implies r is equal to √x by 2√pi. This is the radius of the sphere, and from 6a square is equal to x, 6a square is equal to x, we get a square is equal to x by 6 and a is equal to √x by √6. So these are the values of the value of r is √x by 2√pi and value of a is a for the cube is √x by √6. Now you have to find out their volumes with the help of this r and a. Now volume of sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is equal to 4 by 3 into pi into r, that is √x by 2√pi whole cube, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi √x whole cube. √x whole cube is x √x, because √x into √x into √x, that is √x into √x is x, then one more x, that is x √x divided by 2√pi whole cube. 2 whole cube is 8 then root pi whole cube is pi root pi. So 8 pi root pi. That is equal to, can be simplified. Pi and pi can be cut. Then 4 and 8 can be cut. Here it will be 2. And so we get x root x by 6 root pi. This is the volume of sphere. Now similarly we can find out the volume of cube. Volume of cube is equal to a cube. That is equal to, the side of cube was root x by root 6, that is a cube, root x by root 6 whole cube, that is equal to x root x by 6 root 6. This is the volume of the cube. Now we have to find out there the ratio of these two volumes, that is volume of sphere divided by volume of cube is equal to x root x by 6 root pi divided by x root x by 6 root 6. That is equal to x root x by 6 root pi multiplied by 6 root 6 by x root x. X root x and x root x are cancelled. 6 and 6 are cancelled. So the answer is root 6 by root pi. That is equal to root 6 is to root pi. So this is the ratio of volume of sphere to the volume of cube. Root 6 is to root pi. Now question number 16. The surface area of a solid sphere is 1256 centimeter square. It is cut into two hemispheres. Find the total surface area and the volume of a hemisphere. So here the surface area of a solid sphere is given. So we can write surface area of the sphere is equal to 1256 centimeter square, and from this we can find out the radius of this sphere. So this implies 4 pi r square is equal to 1256. That is 4 into, here we have to take the value of pi as 3.14. It is given in the question. So 4 into 3.14 r square equal to 1256. That implies r square is equal to 1256 by 4 into 3.14. That is r square is equal to 1256 by 12.56. 4 into 3.14 is 12.56. That is equal to 100. That implies r radius is equal to 10 centimeters. So now this sphere is cut into two hemispheres, and the radius of that hemisphere also will be equal. Those hemispheres also will be equal to 10 centimeter. Now we have to find out the volume and the surface area of those hemispheres, each hemisphere. So radius of each hemisphere is equal to, r is equal to 10 centimeter. Now total surface area. Total surface area of each hemisphere is equal to 3 pi r square. That is equal to 3 into 3.14 into 10 square. So 3 into 3.14 is equal to 9.42 into 100. That is equal to 942 centimeter square. This is the total surface area of each hemisphere. Now volume of each hemisphere we can find out using the formula. Volume of each hemisphere is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube. That is equal to 2 by 3 into 3.14 into r cube, that is 1000. 10 into 10 into 10, that is 1000. That is equal to 2 by 3 into 3140. On multiplying it, we get 6280 divided by 3, that is equal to 2093 whole 1 by 3 centimeter cube. This is the volume of each mechanism.